Hello and welcome back to another Block City Wars video. Today we're going to be talking about tanks, okay? Not just a specific tank, but what you need to know about basically everything about tanks, okay? Well, everything important anyway. So, let's go. First off, I'm going to show you guys how to defend against tanks, because most players don't actually own any tanks. So yeah, we're gonna come over here to this open space. Now, as for melee weapons, the lightsaber, right? Because it's energy based, alright? Energy based weapons tend to do a lot of damage to vehicles, such as tanks and titans, alright? Also explosives, so yeah, energy and explosives are your best options. The rail pistol and I suppose the space gun would also work. Alright, so yeah, the plasma gun. Okay, so and then here in this list we have plenty, alright. The Stinger, the grenade launcher will help. Rocket launcher, railgun, Rambo, and destroyer. Also, grenades, sensor mines, and sticky bombs. Do not use cryo grenades or Molotov cocktails. They do not help. Yeah, and you won't like freeze the tank or set it on fire, so yeah, they will only do like very little damage. As for armor, just get the best you can, because direct hits are just going to instantly kill you no matter what armor you're wearing. Basically, that's all you need to know to defend against a tank. More than likely, you're going to die if you try to attack it. Get in a car, try to get away from it as fast as you can. If you try to fight it, more than likely you're going to die, no matter what you're using, but, yeah, unless you're, like, higher tier, like me, you know, with the rail pistol and plasma gun, but, you know, if you're new to the game and stuff, and you don't have a tank, you got, like, a little grenade launcher, more than likely you're just gonna die, so I'd recommend you get away. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you need to know to try and defend against tanks, alright? First, let's talk about the free tanks, alright? Weakest ones are over at the military base, okay? Those are, like, free, like, you can get them whenever you want, and they naturally respawn, but they're also the weakest tanks in the game, alright? Now then, killing 1,000 entities with them with one of those will give you this tank, the T-70, and I've upgraded it a little bit. Okay. And it is the worst tank on this list, but you can actually own it, which means you can spawn it in whenever you want. So yeah, there you go now. So yeah, now you have a tank. However, all tanks on this list will be able to defeat this one if you've got no upgrades for it. And I only upgraded this tank because I just had the spare cash laying around, alright? So yeah. So, you're able to buy these 4 Wild League tanks. Which one do you go for? You have the Abrams, the Warrior, the T-34, and the T-72. I would recommend saving your cash to get the T-34, because this tank is the strongest Wild League tank. Although it might be weaker against the Warrior, because the Warrior has slightly higher speed. However, in terms of durability and damage, well, in terms of damage, it has just as much attack as the Abrams and T-72. And yeah, everything else that you can get as in this league is, well, Warrior and T-70 both have lower damages, like base damages. So yeah, this one has, well, it has the highest damage in Wild League, equal to the T-72 and the Abrams. It also has the highest durability, which is more than Abrams, T-72, and Warrior, alright? And speed, it is the second fastest. It has the second fastest base speed in Wild League. So you'd be getting a good deal with this tank, alright? However, if warrior is used correctly, it could potentially be this tank's weakness due to its faster speed of 70. Now, let's say you get to, you get to Criminal League and you're able to just buy any tank you want. Basically, Armada and Mammoth, which I did buy, these are the best tanks in the game, alright? Yeah, Mammoth still needs some upgrades, but it's fine. Now, Mammoth is a really good tank. Alright. Not as expensive as Armada, but yeah, it has the highest damage and durability in the game, thus making it the best. Okay? So yeah, if you're fighting people without tanks, or you're fighting, like, other Wild League tanks, like the T-34 or anything else, bring a Mammoth to the fight, because it will absolutely demolish everything else. However, if someone else brings in a Mammoth, okay, that's when you bring in Armada. Because Armada has a higher speed, Armada packs a really good punch and has some pretty good durability compared to everything else on this list. So it can deal a lot of damage, similar damage to the Mammoth. Not quite the same, but similar. Armada has much higher speeds, alright? It is the fastest tank in the game. And because of that, it is Mammoth's weakness. So you can easily evade it, drive away from it if it turns around, you can easily sort of move out of the way of its attack before they fire. Okay. And yeah, so Armada beats Mammoth. Okay? However, do not expect that to work if there's more than one Mammoth. Alright? If 2 or more players have Mammoths, and they're working together, don't even bother. Unless you've got a group of people with Mammoths, okay? Unless you've got equal numbers with Mammoths, then you can take them on. Really, it's just best suited for 1v1 combat. One tank versus one tank. Alright. Because Mammoth is pretty strong, and while you're evading one with the speed, the other can easily attack you. Because you're too focused on the one to evade the other, and you can't just, teleport or anything. So yeah, 2 Mammoths can be way too much. So if that's the case, just, that's when you get out and try to use your rail pistol or plasma gun, okay? Make sure you have cover, make sure, tops of buildings would be a good idea. Alright, try to move back and evade, okay? Jetpacks will be your friend, and yeah. Because, higher tier weaponry like the rail pistol, plasma gun, and I don't have it, but like the destroyer, they can easily render a tank useless because they're basically top of the line weaponry. So yeah, tank warfare, it's definitely really good in this game, alright? I highly recommend y'all get a tank of your own if you want to be powerful. So yeah, just use this video, use the information I've given you to really figure out your plans if you come across someone who's using a tank, alright? And, if they're using a tank, just make sure, depending on what tank it is, you alter your strategy accordingly, because, don't just grab any tank and think you can take down any other tank. No. You see an Armada driving by, your best bet for Armada would be to maybe multiple tanks, so, maybe get a friend or two, especially, another, like 2 people with Mammoth will definitely do a number on Armada, if they're both attacking at once. But yeah, if you see someone with an with a mammoth, go at them with an armada, 1v1, and I've never lost a fight against the mammoth when it was a 1v1 because of armada. Anyway, that's it for the information on tanks. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to see more Block City Wars content, please hit the subscribe button. Also, it really helps the channel. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you didn't, or if I got anything wrong, keep in mind I'm on version 6.5.5. Anyway, if I got anything wrong, please let me know in the comments, and yeah, with that, my friends, sayonara.